Welcome! Good morning, America! Okay, so we are here for Aussie. That's my name. Practice Liz. Now, of course, yesterday, using your brain cells, you would figure out that I missed practice 2 yesterday, and that is purely because I was too tired. I'd already been up like 10 or 12 hours before, and having to, well, stay up another 5 or 6 hours, because obviously it isn't just F1 I do, I also plan to do F2 all the time, but the thing is, I fell asleep at 4 AM. Practice 2 wasn't until 5 AM. Actually, no, I think practice 2 starts, it is 5. And then as soon as practice 3 ends, F2 quali gets underway, so I would have had to stay up until about 7 AM, or half 7 AM, and I weren't going to do that. So instead, I skipped practice 2. Looking back, that was a good decision, because nothing happened. Unfortunately, though, F2 quali looked like a really good session, so I'm sort of pissed off I missed that, but honestly, I'm not that bothered, because what I managed to do instead was wake up around 10 or 11 AM, and I got a video out, which is flopping, but there's nothing I can really do about that. It's all just down to YouTube, although the click-through rate is really, really strong. For some reason, YouTube just isn't pushing out my videos to many people, but you never know, it might pop off soon. Anyway, we are now going to be looking at practice 3. So, I haven't actually said this yet, because the news came out in the middle of the night, but of course, if you haven't heard yet, I'd be surprised if you haven't. Alex Albon crashed in practice 1. Complete write-off. Probably a couple $1 million worth of damage. And, well, basically, Williams have gone up to Logan and said, right, you're wank, you're a horrible driver, we don't like you, we have no faith in you, we don't believe in you, we're sacking you in about 2 races' time. And they gave Alex Logan's car. Now, I think this is a really, really, really bad decision, and something that shouldn't be happening in 2024. The way that the team has looked at it is that if we're going to score points, that Australia is a track where Williams are most likely to score points, probably. So from a tactical standpoint, it makes sense. However, you can't do that to your other driver. Logan's confidence is going to be lower than it already is. Because what they've basically said to Logan is that we don't trust you one little bit. We're going to give you your teammate's car. We're going to punish you for your teammate's mistake, which is of course very, very cringe. And honestly, Williams ain't going to score points. They're currently behind Haas, they're behind Stake-ish, and obviously they're behind the Astons, the Ferraris, the Mercedes, the Red Bulls, and whoever else. So there's 10 or 12 cars that they are not faster than. And I don't think Albon will score points at all. I think he'll probably get about P13. So the fact that they've actively dumped Logan out of a drive for this weekend to give Alex the car is a really disrespectful thing to do to your driver. But anyway, on to practice 3 now. Nothing happened in practice 2, as I'm aware. All I saw is that the Ferraris on 1 lap pace looked very, very good. However, Helmut Marko says that the Red Bulls weren't using their full engine power. So, I don't know how that's going to pan out. I don't even know what we're going to see today in terms of, are we going to see some quali runs? Are we going to see race runs? I have no idea. And of course, 5 AM, which I will be up for because it's arguably the most important session, we will be there for quali. Will I be back again for the F2 sprint race? I'm not sure yet, but we'll have to wait and see. So at the moment it seems that Red Bull are obviously going to be the quickest, they always are, but Ferrari look very strong. And then it's probably McLaren that are 3rd quickest, but one thing I'm confused by is what was Fernando Alonso doing in practice 1 and 2, because Stroll was about a second quicker a lap than Alonso. I mean, they said he was doing some experiments, whatever the fuck that means, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, could Stroll just turn into the best driver of all time? Could that be what we're seeing? You know, could this be the one? So yeah, let's see what Ferrari do this weekend. Oh, Martin Brundle's mic's turned off. Good start. We are 3 seconds into the broadcast, and they've already made a cock up, so that's always good. We will start up in about 2 minutes' time. I will get the timer ready. Now, one thing is my Streamlabs OBS is still very much bugged. It's still like it's hiding the sources. Like, you obviously, you know, you get your sources, all your stuff on my other thing. Like, you know, see, I ain't got like a transition anymore on my YouTube stream. It just cuts straight to it. I used to have a nice fading transition, but what happens is if I go on my other scene, the sources are just gone, like, for everything. So I don't know what that's all about. Let me get this ready, though. I'll do 59:30. That's what I'll do. And then I'll turn off the titles. There we go. And I will add a browser source. Name it time. Add the thing. And then what we'll do is we'll make it bigger. Not bigger. Put it in the corner. And then I'll change. Oh. Can I seriously not change the colour of it? I can. There we go. Off. Then go to my next thing. Should be ready, yes. And then we do filter, add, color correction, color add, red. Okay. It was audio filters. Freeband equalizer, compressor expander, gain, invert polarity, limiter, noise gate, noise suppress. Whoa, that's cool. Anyway, now I'm gonna hide the timers and get ready for action. We'll start up in... Oh, actually, we start in about 3 seconds. Look at that. The energy's going to be a little bit low today. I'm very tired. I tried this tactic of falling asleep in the evening at about 8 or 9 p.m. and then wake up at like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. to get the stream ready, so I've got a bit of energy. But what happened is I fell asleep at 8 p.m. I was going to get up at 1 a.m. Lovely, but I actually only slept for 40 minutes, so I actually woke up at 20 to 9. And, yeah, so we do have green flag underway. I'm going to give it a second, though. I'm going to wait for the Sky Sports broadcast to get underway, and then I'll do it. Right. Boom. Boom. Wait, no, I need to wait 30 seconds. I'm an idiot. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, bosh. There we go. Timers are on. So, there you go. That's the session update thing. Timer. I don't know what it's called. So, do we have any cars on track yet? No, we don't. I'm going to have to reset the live timing because the track's invisible. Good one, F1. Good app. This great app. W. Can I have the track, please? Yay! There you go. And we do have some cars on track. We have the McLarens and Valtteri Bottas. Bro, I thought I turned... I have Twitch on my Discord, display on profile off. So why is it still showing? It's cringe. Oh no, it's not now. Thank you. Alright, we also have Joe Guan Yu out now as well. So that's both what's it called? What are they called? Steak. Oh, I could eat some steak. Wait, no, I'm fat, I can't. Both steaks and both McLarens are out right now. I wonder what, I don't even know, what was that, like, crazy lap time yesterday? Where we had, like, what, the top 9 was split by, what, 0.2 of a second? That is ridiculous. That is actually crazy. I'm gonna do a tactical change of category. There we go. Okay. So the McLarens have come straight back in and gone straight back out. I'm a bit puzzled as to what that means. Sergio Perez now coming out. Let's get some tyre updates going. So we have Joe Guan Yu. Bottas also went back in. Joe Guan Yu on the hards. Norris on hards. Perez on mediums. So it looks like we are getting long runs. Oh, yes! Anyway, right. Verstappen's also just come out. What tyre is that prick on? He's on mediums as well. It's long run day! Oh, yes! We do like some long runs. We really do. Why do we like long runs? I don't know. It's just fun. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Ted Kravitz is he's up and about and he's getting feisty. Wow, they are very behind. Let's see, that's got 50... So the Sky Sports broadcast is 40 seconds back. That is a lot. As we see both Astons coming out of the pits, we have both of them on hard tyres. And we are going to see our first lap time, I think, from Checo. No. Can we see a lap time yet? We're 5 minutes in. We ain't seen a single, like, actual lap. Like, not an actual, you know, lap. The fastest lap time we've seen is a 1 minute 32, which is, of course, rapid. What is actually shocking to me as well is the F2 pole time was a 1 minute 28. And the fastest times we were getting in practice were 1 minute 18s. So that's just ridiculous. And obviously, there's a big gap between F1 and 2. But the fact that they're 10 seconds faster in practice is a bit wild. Sergio Perez is doing our first lap time of the day. He's stuck in a bit of traffic behind the Astons, but he's getting through. 27.6 through the first sector and a 17.9 through the second sector. Honestly, with the medium tyres, that ain't actually that bad. That is quite decent. He's going to come across the line in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. And Perez's first lap time of the session is a 1 minute 19.2 on the medium tyres. I feel like there is definitely quite a lot more pace in there. We were seeing quite a lot of 118s on the mediums, I think. Didn't Piastri do a really quick lap? No, not Piastri. Sonoda did a really quick lap on the mediums in practice 1. So he's just peaking right now. Both Astons have come in and gone straight back out. I still don't understand why they do that. I believe Perez is he stopped? Is he still going? Let's see. Oh no, he's definitely... So Perez just doing the one-time lap. I think Verstappen is now on a time lap as well. So we're going to see his progress. So he's currently purple, yellow, purple, purple, yellow. How can you get yellow if you ain't done a lap yet? Purple. Purple. Oh, God. Oh, it's purple everywhere. Verstappen says that the brakes are not biting. What does that mean? But anyway, Verstappen sets the fastest sector 1 at 27.35. That is 2.5 tenths quicker than Sergio Tequila Perez. Through the second sector, he's a 10.5 up, so he's currently like 4 tenths up on Sergio Tequila Perez, making his way around turn 11. So he is going to go quickest, probably by about half a second, I would imagine. Let's see, coming around turn 13, which is the penultimate corner, and then turn 14, the final corner. DRS wide open, here comes Max Verstappen. The fastest lap time is a 1 minute 19.9. No, I don't fucking know. Well, anyway, Verstappen goes fastest a 118.6 on the mediums. On your very first lap is fucking quick, you know. That is fast. Verstappen's going flat out round the final corner. You're not meant to do that. Like, that's how quick that Red Bull is, that he could just do that. Only the Red Bulls are out at the moment. We are now 10 minutes into the session, so a fifth, if you will. And, yeah, it's just the Red Bulls. And now Fernando Alonso, who is on the medium tyre. Would you look at that? Stroll now coming out as well on medium, so it is literally... so far, we've only seen the Red Bulls and the Astons. The McLarens and these stakes came out for one lap and went straight back in. It's literally just those 4 cars in the first 10 minutes that are actually out doing laps. And I wonder why other teams don't do, like... Well, surely there's always got to be some form of program you can run. Like, why not just do it? Do you know what I mean? And it's always in practice 3, you see, like, teams just not coming out the pits for a whole session. I believe Sergio Tequila Perez is now going... Oh! Oh my fucking god. Sergio Tequila Perez has just done a 1 minute 17.9 to go fastest over his teammate by 6 tenths. That is 1.2 seconds quicker than his previous lap time on the mediums. No, Karun, it's not his first time lap. It is definitely his second time laps. I can confirm that. That is what that is. Sainz now coming out of the pits as well. I think he might be on a lap here. And he is. Let's look at the sector time. So through the first sector, he's going to do a... Oh, no, he's not on a lap. He's on a 40.8. Never mind. Verstappen also setting the fastest sector 1, so I believe we're going to be trading fastest times with the Red Bull drivers. He's not up on Perez by a lot. He's up by like a 1/10.5. But you can just sort of see what's about to happen this weekend. Verstappen making his way through the final sector. Swinging to turn 12, up to turn 13. A corner I hate a lot. It's just not fun. And then turn 14, where in that car is somehow nearly going flat. And coming to the straight, the fastest lap is Sergio Perez of a 17.9. Verstappen does a 17.5. Yeesh! We are getting some rapid lap times. Am I confused? Were they doing 1/16s yesterday, not 1/18s? I think they might be doing 1/16s. Yeah, I think they were. Okay, that's just me being dumb. I believe Sainz is also now on a timed lap. Let's see how he gets on through the first sector. Please be on a time lap. I need to see this if this Ferrari pace is true. Let's see. Through the first sector, what's it going to be? It's a 26.9 for Verstappen. 27.3 for Sainz. So 3.5 tenths back through the first sector on the mediums. We now also see Charles Leclerc on the mediums and Alex Albon, who I hope crashes again more severely. Not like with himself, but the car. I hope that car gets broken in half, because although it wasn't Albon's decision, I don't like Albon anymore because of what they've done to Logan. It's so bad. Like, you can't do that to your driver. What's Sainz Sector 2 time? It's going to be a 18 dead is half a second back from everyone else. It is his first lap though, so we'll give him a little bit of a chance. He's going to come across the line and do a, what, 18 sign? An 18.4 for Carlos Sainz. Fucking hell. F1 car driving past at max speed. What the fuck? That hurt my eardrums. Sky Sports, relax. So we're not, this is what it is a bit odd. We're not seeing long runs. We're seeing hot laps on the mediums and the hards. Piastri now out on hards. But yeah, I don't really get why you'd want, why would you, I mean, obviously, I don't fucking know, because if I did know, I'd be at the track, I'd be an engineer. But why would you do a hot lap on a medium tyre or a hard tyre? Because you ain't going to be using them in qualifying. I mean, maybe the medium in Q1. But other than that, I don't know why you'd use it. So doing hot laps on them, I don't really understand. I think Verstappen is now doing a lap, as is Sergio Tequila Perez. So let's see, Verstappen, fastest sector 1 at 26.6. Oh, Perez's first sector, 26.8, so a 10th back from Verstappen. And then a 17.4 for Verstappen through sector 2. Sergio Tequila Perez does a 17.4. So Perez currently a 10.5 back from Verstappen. Both improving their laps though by a decent margin. Charles Leclerc goes P4, which is the slowest of all drivers, or 1 minute 58. That's rapid. Verstappen improves his lap time to a 17.1. Yeesh! On 7 lap old mediums, he's doing 17.1s. It's pretty crazy to me. And here comes Perez across the line. His current lap time is a 17.9. He's going to improve to a 17.15 at a really good final sector. The fastest by Verstappen by a 10th and a little bit. So there's only 50 milliseconds between them, but Sergio Tequila Perez, oh no, he isn't on newer tyres, maybe like 1 lap newer, but nothing particularly special. Lewis Hamilton is coming out, I believe, there he is, on the soft tyre. Ew, I like that. Mercedes need to go big today. They really do. I mean, I hope they don't, because I don't like Mercedes, but yeah, they need to have a good session here because they look horrid. Although George Russell will always come in with his final Q3 effort wonder lap. That's just what he does. Mouse. Hi, Mouse. Charles Leclerc comes across the line. He goes to a 1 minute 18.4, which is 1.2 seconds away from the Red Bulls on the mediums. Of course, that isn't an actual representative lap. I mean, most of practice isn't representative, but that Leclerc lap is... See, I don't know what that would be like. Is that... It ain't a warm-up lap. It ain't a banking lap. What is it? Like, why would you go slow? I don't know. I stop asking questions, because I'd be there if I knew. Albon currently last with a 1 minute 32. That's a really strong lap from Albon, really. That's fast. Imagine that's actually how fast the Williams was. A 1 minute 32 is hilarious. Russell also out. He is on the soft tyres as well. So the Mercedes on softs. I've just seen where the mouses come from. This is good ball knowledge to have. Hamilton goes fastest. He doesn't really. He does a 1 minute 41.2. Really good. Is he actually starting a lap now? Let's have a look. It's going to be important here that Mercedes go fastest. They're on the softs. They need to go fastest, because if they're slower than Red Bulls, who are on mediums, they've had it. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Hamilton through the first sector. It's going to be a 27.5, which is about 7/10 slower than the Red Bulls. Oh, that's not good. Through the second sector, the Red Bulls are doing 17.4s. Hamilton's going to do a 17.9. Martin Brunt... Oh, we have a yellow. Yellow flag. Why do we have a yellow? Oh, the yellow's gone. I think someone might have gone for a little spinneroonie. Martin Brundle has just said on live television that making Albon go in the Logan's seat is a good decision because it keeps the race lively. What a horrible, horrible thing to say. That is actually so evil from Brundle. Surely you can't say that. You can't just say that, oh yeah, having him in the car will make the race much more fun. Bro, he's going to be fighting for like P10. He's not even going to be fighting for points. He's shit. Like, he's going to be fighting for like P12 at best. Like, I'm just confused. Getting rid of Sargent and giving Albon his car is one of the worst decisions on a humanity level you can fucking do. I love the Sky Sports commentators, just lack of like anything. Like, they have zero idea what's going on. Like, the thing that the Sky Sports people do is that they talk to their audience like they're 3-year-olds and they've never watched anything before. They say things like, oh, are the Mercedes just doing race pace runs? No, they're fucking not. Do you know what I mean? Like, shut up. Like, they just say things that are so painfully obvious, and it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, Leclerc does the fastest sector 3 somehow, but really bad sector 1s and 2s. However, the Ferraris have improved a lot. We have Leclerc with a 17.7, which is 6 tenths back from the Red Bulls, and Sainz is 4 tenths back with a 17.5. Albon does an 18.6 and goes up into P5. Carlos Sainz goes quickest of anyone on the mediums with a 1 minute 16.79, which is 3 tenths up on the Red Bulls. Right, so, update. Hamilton currently flabbergasted by the fact that the Red Bulls were 1 second faster down the straight. I don't even know how you build an engine that fucking slow. And they're telling Hamilton like it's his problem. No, as Christian Horner said, change your fucking car. Alright, sector times. Boom, we've got a lot of cars out on track now. We have near enough everyone. The only people that aren't on track right now are the Red Bulls and Fernando Alonso. No one's doing a lap right now. Magnussen is. He's got a glorious slipstream from his teammate and Esteban Ocon. That's a bit of a problem. Oh no, fine. Bottas also on a lap, as is Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo. Bottas with an 18 dead through the middle sector. Oh, that's not good. I mean, the Stake F1 team car is probably the slowest on the grid. To be fair, the Alpines don't look too bad anymore. Like, they're last, but not as much as they were. Leclerc also improving, does a 26.8 through the first Wait! F1 Clash advert! Yeah! I fucking love this game! Let's go! What a game. Right. Magnussen goes P9. Ocon, P11. Bottas, P10. Hulkenberg, P11. I should also point out that the only people that have actually done lap times so far is the top 11. Hulkenberg and Ocon ain't done laps. Right. Leclerc, 17.7. Oh, he abandoned. Posh Spice, is he going to do anything? 18.4? No. Albon, currently in P7, splitting the Mercedes on the medium tyres. He can improve. He doesn't. He's about 10 milliseconds away. Piastri goes P6 with an 18.3 on the softs. Suki Tsunoda, currently last, goes P8 with an 18.5. Zhou Guanyu hasn't done a lap. He will do though. There he goes. It's a P for 19.8, or no, a 19.6, which is half a tenth behind his teammate. Lance Stroll goes up to P12 with an 18.9. Lando Norris, P5, improves his lap, but stays P5. Still 3 tenths away from the Ferraris in the top 4. Now, what I want to say is, I don't know what it is, but over the past 2 seasons, Bottas has been faster than Guan Yu Zhou, but only by like a tenth. They are basically equal drivers right now. Hamilton goes P6 with an 18 dead, and Hulkenberg, P9 with an 18.4. Well done, mate. Looking at sectors, do we have any laps right now? No, we don't. No one on a lap. Look at that. Let's see, is Ocon doing a lap? Oh, no. And we've got Gasly. I think Gasly is on a lap. Maybe. There's a little chance. Let's see. He's not. No one's doing laps right now. I think now. Yeah, we're not even getting long runs. It's just everyone's doing a cool down lap. We have 19 drivers out right now. The only drivers that aren't on track is Ricciardo, Sainz, and Leclerc just goes in. Bottas improving through Sector 1. There he goes, with a 27.6. That's a whole second and a bit behind the Red Bulls and Ferraris. Russell does a 26.9 through the first sector. Alonso does a 27.4. Bottas an 18 dead through the middle sector. Russell is going to do a 17.7. Yeesh, that is pretty fucking borderline slow. Bottas is going to be the first geezer to finish a lap. He's going to get a lovely slipstream going down the main straight as well. behind Ocon. Bottas P15, he's going to go, he stays P15 somehow. He improves his lap, but still does a 19.3 and is a way off. Stroll on a lap, Alonso on a lap. Here comes Russell. Russell improves to P5 with an 18 dead. Alonso, P12 with an 18.6. Holy shit. Mercedes are losing 7 tenths in a straight line. Me. Right, Stroll improving. He's about to finish his lap. He's currently P14. And he goes P5 with a 17.8. Would you look at that? Go on, Lawrence. Is Zhou Guanyu on a lap? Yes, he is. Zhou Guanyu currently up on his teammate by about a tenth or so. He's going to come across the line. He's P17. And he goes up to P15. Daniel Ricciardo, not on a lap. Leclerc, no. Verstappen. Yes, I think he's doing long runs, or he's just had a bit of a stinker. Ocon and Gasly are both on laps. They are currently P18 and 19. Of course, we only have 19 drivers because of Sargent's absence. Ocon goes P15. Gasly goes P19. Oh no, 18. Eesh. Albon isn't improving, but he looks like he is giving it a little bit. He could be doing high fuel long runs. Ricciardo at 27.3 through the first sector. That isn't actually that bad for the RB. Piastri, very quick through Sector 2 there. Only 2 tenths away from the Red Bulls through Sector 2. Magnussen goes P6 on the softs. Go on, Maggie. What a guy. Norris, not on a lap. He's doing long runs, so he'll just carry on. Then we have Piastri, I believe, has given up his lap. Let's see as he comes across the line. No, Piastri goes up to P6 with 17.8. Russell isn't on a lap. Ricciardo is. Here he comes, round the final corner. Daniel Ricciardo. Currently P15 with a somewhere in the region of a 1 minute 20. He goes, he actually stays P15 with an 18.6. Tsunoda improving, currently 2 tenths up on his teammate. Hulkenberg improving. Alonso with a very fast Sector 1. A 26 dead. No, not 26 dead. That would be too fast. He's actually done a 27 dead. Nice. Let's see then. Zhou Guanyu, not on a lap. Tsunoda is. He's P12. He could honestly go top 8 here. Let's see. Cross the line. Goes P11. Not horrible. Next driver on a lap is going to be Nico Hulkenberg. Some really strong sector times. And Hulkenberg goes P8. 20 milliseconds behind his teammate. Lovely stuff. Norris still doing long runs, sort of in the mid 1 minute 20s. Fernando Alonso goes P6 behind his teammate who was 17.8. Hang on, I swear everyone's doing 17.8s. So we currently have Stroll, Alonso and Piastri all done a 17.8. We're now halfway through the session, so I'll give you a leaderboard update. We have Carlos Sainz, who done 1 lap and went straight back in, but he done a really good lap, a 1 minute 16.8. The only driver so far this weekend to go in the 1 minute 16s, I think. I could be on the mediums, that is. I could be wrong. 3 tenths back with a 17 dead is his teammate Charles Leclerc. And then we have Verstappen with a 17.1, Perez with a 17.1, Hamilton a 17.5, Stroll a 17.8, Alonso with a 17.8, Piastri with a 17.8, Magnussen an 18 dead, Hulkenberg an 18 dead, Russell an 18 dead, Norris an 18 dead, Tsunoda an 18.2, Ocon just improved to P14 with an 18.4, Albon an 18.6, Ricciardo an 18.6, Guan Yu Zhou an 18.9, Gasly an 18.9, and Bottas a 19.3. Lovely. Let's move on. Back to the sector times. Are we now doing a bit of a long run area? No, we do have Russell with a really strong sector 1 there. A 26.7 is actually very respectable. Into Sector 2, he's going to do a 17.7, which is about 3/10 back from the Red Bulls and the Ferraris. Bottas also improving. He does a 27.3 through the first sector and an 18 dead through the middle sector. So that's already a second down on Russell's lap time. We have, Russell's going to complete his lap in about 7 seconds time. Let's see where he goes. Currently P11. He is on the soft tide, comes across the line. He's going to do a 17.4, which is actually quite fast, and goes P5. Bottas improves to P17 with a 1 minute 18.7, but Russell in the mix a little bit now, only 6/10 away from the Ferraris on mediums, but is the fastest soft runner, apart from the 4 cars above him on the medium. So it is 100% going to be a Ferrari versus Red Bull Racing for today's session. How lovely is that? Let's see. Alonso is on a lap. He improved through Sector 1, does a 26.9. That's about half a tenth improvement, but loses about a tenth through the middle sector. Team radio coming in from Leclerc saying, there is one thing that is certain, is that you get an Aston Martin at one point in the middle all the fucking time. That is hilarious from Charles Leclerc. There is always an Aston in the way. Alonso improves his lap but stays P8. Gasly stays the same. Zhou Guanyu stays in P18. Verstappen doing long runs. He is in the mid-22s on high fuel old mediums. I believe that's what Perez is doing as well. Yeah, Perez also in the mid 1 minute 22s. We don't have any hot laps on right now. No, we do. We have Daniel Ricciardo, improved in Sector 1 with 27.3, but lost about 3/10 through the middle sector with 17.9. He is going to finish his lap time, though, although I think he ain't improving that time. He's just not. Let's see, across the line, he improves his lap to an 18.6, but stays P16. There you fucking go. Perez does a 23.6. It all went horribly wrong in that final sector. Ferrari through the first sector look absolutely rapid on them long runs. That is fucking hell. They're quick, you know. Ferrari are not playing about this weekend. They are here not to compete, but to win. Tsunoda improving his lap, a 27.1 through the first sector, and a 17.8 through the middle sector. He's going to come around the final corner. He's going to come across the line in 4, 3, 2, 1. He's P13. He stays P13, but improves his lap. There is currently a 2.1 second gap between first and last. That is actually the highest we've seen in any session so far this whole season. The field has been ridiculously close throughout this weekend. I mean, practice 1, we had 2/10 between the top 9, which is, in this day and age of Formula 1, insanity. But there you go. I mean, it just means the regs working, I guess. The whole point of the regs was to keep everyone closely together, less innovation, so there's more equal cars, and it seems to be working. But apart from the Red Bulls, ignore them. Everyone else, though, is pretty good. Gasly improving his lap time. He come around the final corner. He's got a lovely slipstream from Max Verstappen. He's last of anyone. Decent Sector 1 time, but as an absolute stinker as Sector 3. And he does a 19.7 and stays last in P19. We have 24 minutes remaining and a bit in this session. And it looks like for the rest of it, we are going to get some long runs. I love long runs. Yeah, there's no fucking excitement, is there, with long runs? Like, there's none. It's just... shit. But I might as well tell you the lap time. So Sainz does a 21.5. Sergio Tequila Perez does a 23.5. So a 2-second difference. I believe they are on the same tyre. So that must be a fuel load difference. Or is it? Our Ferrari 2 seconds quicker than Red Bull. That'd be a fucking turn up, wouldn't it? Albon coming out the pits now, as is Tsunoda. So we currently have 7 cars out on track. We've got both RBs, we've got both Red Bulls, we've got Albon, we've got Gaza, and we've got Sainz. As I say that, Ricciardo comes in, so we're down to 6. Great. Love that. There's not much else to go over, really, for the next 20 minutes. It's just a handful of cars doing long runs, which is very boring. I mean, if I wasn't on 1 hour of sleep and I was actually a bit more awake, then I'd be able to talk about something, but realistically, I don't know how I'm awake right now. And I don't know how I'm going to stay awake for qualifying. Maybe just that buzz of it being qualifying will be enough, but yeesh, I'm fucked. Anyway, Sainz going around the final corner. His Sector 1 times have been very, very strong on this long run. He's going to do a 1 minute 21.4. Sergio Tequila Perez comes across the line. He's going to do a 1 minute 23.6. Lovely. So, obviously, Sainz is just the best driver of all time. He's currently... Is Max going to win, you think? Yes. Yes, he will. Nothing could stop him. The Ferraris look quick. I mean, they looked quick in Bahrain, and we all know how that ended. So yeah, I think practice, you see like the Ferraris, they're gapping everyone by like fucking 2 seconds, but come race day, it'll just be the Red Bulls leading, and you know it is. It'll probably just be another Red Bull 1-2 with a Leclerc podium. And that's not a complaint either, that's actually a good thing. I want that to happen. I'm a Red Bull supporter, so that's what you want, really. Hang on, wait, we have a lap time to look at. Alex Albon on the softs is doing a lap. Brand new softs as well. He has gone green, green, green. Yellow, yellow. Green, 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 green. Yes! Yes! A fucking lap to look at. Let's go. He's actually done a really good Sector 1 time. A 26.8, although he is on brand new softs on low fuel, so I don't think that's actually particularly good. Piastri also doing a lap. Let's go away from Albon. So Piastri half a tenth down on Albon through the first sector, but for a tenth, actually no, half a tenth quicker through the middle sector, so they're equal. Albon goes P7 with a 17.7. His middle sector was a 17.7. Bang! Leclerc, he's come out. Don't know when he came out. I don't remember that happening, to be fair. He's on his way. Tsunoda, he's on his way, not doing anything special. Oscar Piastri, though, he's going to get a toe off Tsunoda. No, he's not, because he's going in the pits. Here comes Piastri. P10! Oh, okay. Well, P7 ain't horrid, but not ideal, is it? On the brand new softs, 7 tenths away from size on mediums. Fuck me. Wow. Okay, them Ferraris are pretty quick. What about Sergio Tequila Perez? He's coming across the line. He's currently lapping mid-23s. I don't really know what exactly is happening. But I'm going to assume that Sergio Tequila Perez has a full race load of fuel. Meanwhile, Sainz only has like 20 laps, because Sainz was lapping 2 seconds quicker on average, which is obviously a bit unheard of on the same tyres. It's not meant to happen, really, is it? It's not normal. Why is my camera all out of focus? Oh no, it's my YouTube stream being low quality. That makes sense when you think about it. Anyway, Russell now out of the garage. He is going to be on brand new softs. We're getting quali runs. Oh, yes. Oh, we're getting quali runs. I'm so fucking excited. Come on. Get more people out. Go, 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 go. Please. More. Give me more cars. We have Leclerc on used mediums. You have Albon on the soft still. Pastry on the softs. Hamilton on the softs. Not Hamilton. Russell. Wrong one. God, more fucking cars. On softs. No. Yes. Hamilton's out on used softs. No, new softs. Yes. Quality time. Oh, we love to see it, don't we? This is going to be class. Stroll coming out. Brand new softs. Norris coming out. Brand new softs. I swear to God, if they do long runs on these tyres, I will stub my own toe on purpose. That would piss me off. I'll tell you what, this might be a bit of a bizarre thing. I genuinely believe that the soft tyre might actually be worse than the mediums on one lap pace, because the Ferraris and Red Bulls are 3 tenths up on everyone else on soft. So maybe them two teams are just so far ahead. Who really knows? I think Russell was on a lap, but I think he abandoned after 2 corners. Or he's just trying to get a little extra tyre temperature. Oscar Pastry, fastest sector 1, 26.5, across the line, Pastry, P3, still 3 tenths away from the Ferraris, even though he's on brand new softs on low fuel, and it's later in the session, so there's more track rubber, and he is still 3 tenths away. That is remarkable. Right. Anyone else going to be doing some lap times? I'm excited. Alright, so Pastry's on his way. I believe we're going to have Stroll, Hamilton, Albon and Norris all on laps, followed by Magnussen, Alonso and George Russell. Let's see, Stroll through the first sector, what's it going to be? It's a 26.7, which is about 3 tenths away from Oscar Pastry. What about Lewis Hamilton? What's he going to do through the first sector? He's given up. Okay, nice. What about Albon? No idea. Stroll, not improving through the second sector, a 17.7. Norris with a 26.7, which is actually really slow through the first sector, getting caught in all sorts of traffic. That's not what you want, is it, Mr. Lando? As we now see Hulkenberg and Bottas coming out as well. Oh yes, this is the season to be jolly, la 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 la. We love this. Alonso improving. Stroll across the line. Stroll doesn't improve his lap time despite being on new softs. Actually has a really stinky second sector. Guan Yu Zhou also coming out, so I think Norris has given up his lap. Yes, he has. That's understandable because he got really caught up in that first sector. He's going to go for another lap in about 3 seconds' time, followed by Alonso, who is actually on a lap, but this is odd. Everyone is on brand new soft tyres, and yet people can't improve through the middle sector. That's weird. Alonso across the line goes up to P8 with a 17.7. That's just odd, really. Russell improving. He's given up. But yeah, that's a bit odd. Like, why can no one improve through that middle sector? It's a straight line. And on the brand new softs, you're gonna have more grip. So you're gonna get a better exit. You're gonna reach a higher speed. I don't really get how that works. Albon through the first sector at 26.9 doesn't improve. Norris is improving at 26.6 through the first sector. A 17.7 through the middle sector. So still about 4 tenths down on the Red Bulls and Ferraris. Magnussen improving. Albon still improving. See how they get on. 15 minutes remaining. Gotta love it, really. Right, here comes Norris. Around turn 40. Wait, that's actually not... 14 corners really ain't a lot, is it? Norris across the line. He's P13. He goes P7 with a 17.5. Albon, P10. He stays P10. Doesn't improve his lap. Has a stinky middle sector. Magnussen, kind of cooking right now. He's only just behind Lando. We'll see what he does as he comes across the line. He's currently P12. He stays P12, but does improve his lap. The next driver on a lap is Zhou Guanyu, who's fucking miles away. That stake car is really, really poor. That is, like, horrible. Like, they're currently over a second away from the Red Bulls. Like, they are horrid. They're really bad. Not looking good for them. They should honestly leave F1 and let Andretti come in. I feel like that'd be a good decision for all parties involved. Zhou Guanyu across the line. He's currently P18 and he goes P16 with an 18.5 as we see Max Verstappen coming out on brand new softs. Russell says, guys, I always find Lewis at the fucking points in every track, every time. So what you're saying is that Mercedes have bad strategy. Never seen that one before, personally. Mercedes and bad strategy? Nah, really? Nah, really? Nah, really? Nah. Hulkenberg improving on his lap time. Esteban Ocon coming out of the pits. Hamilton on a lap. Really strong sectors. Across the line, Hamilton goes P2! A 16.8. We finally have a second driver in the 1 minute 16s. 15 milliseconds away from Sainz, who is, of course, on the mediums. Valtteri Bottas goes P12. Finally, we see a stake car in the 1 minute 17s. Hulkenberg does a 17.9. We currently have Bottas, Hulkenberg, and Magnussen split by 16 milliseconds. That's impressive. Now, will Verstappen go for a lap immediately, or is he going to do a second warm-up? But he is out. He's on brand new softs. And if he actually does a lap here, I think we know what's about to happen. And he is. Verstappen begins. Purple. Purple. Yellow. Okay. Actually fails to improve through the first sector. Well, not the first sector, the first mini sectors. Turn 1 and 2, that would be. Actually, not improving at all, really. Sector 1 is a... Yeah, it doesn't improve. A 26.7. High fuel? That's weird. Not sure about that one, but anyway. We also have Russell on track. I believe he is now beginning his lap. He's going to do a 26.7 through the first sector, which is, you know, pretty respectable. I think that is slightly up on Hamilton's time. I think Ocon is also now beginning a lap, so yeah, he gets on. Ricciardo, the 26.8 through the first sector. Only a 10.5 away from Russell through the first sector. That's not honestly that bad. A 17.6 for Russell through the middle sector. Ricciardo's going to do a 17.7, so not ideal. I think Tsunoda might be on a lap. There's a chance, we'll see. Bottas isn't. Russell was. Here comes Russell. P7 currently. And he's going to go P3. 2 tenths away from his teammate. Lovely. Daniel Ricciardo, P18, goes P12. We now have 4 drivers split by 20 milliseconds between Ricciardo, Bottas, Hulkenberg, and Magnussen. Would you look at that? 10 minutes remaining. Let's go. Sergio Perez coming out. Carlos Sainz coming out. Hamilton goes in. Perez and Sainz on new softs. Here we go. Quali runs. Get me involved. Bottas failing to improve in the first sector, but does improve through the middle sector, which is something we've not really seen before. Hulkenberg on a lap, not improving. Magnussen on a lap, not improving. Not good for the Haas boys. P14 and 15. That is not ideal. Lando Norris is on a lap, but really slow. He doesn't improve his overall lap time, but does improve in Sector 3. Well done, Lando. Good shit. Well done. Yay! Ocon improving. There's a 27 dead through the first sector. Valtteri Bottas goes P10 with an unbelievable Sector 3 time. That's good news for Stake, really. Tsunoda does the same Sector 1 time as Daniel Ricciardo. Ocon, 17.7 through the middle sector. What's Tsunoda going to do? Is it up? It is! Tsunoda, 2 milliseconds quicker than Ocon through the middle sector. Joe does a 27 dead through the first sector. We love this. Verstappen's going to go for another lap. Another attempt, I think. No, he's doing another warm-up, cool-down lap. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. Ocon doesn't... Oh, no. Ocon improves his lap, but stays P17. Yuki Tsunoda currently P16. Where's he going to go? Ooh. Alright, Tsunoda goes P9 with a 17.6. That will put him... a second behind Sainz. We're still on the mediums, by the way. Speaking of Sainz, he's on a fast lap at 26.5 through the first sector, which is the fastest of anyone. So it's very close through Sector 1 and 2 between all 10 teams. The only real time gain and loss is through the middle sector. Sainz through the middle sector actually doesn't improve. Does a 17.6. Perez on a lap as well. Perez, fastest Sector 1 and 2. Oh no. And I'm lying. Perez is actually... I don't fucking know anymore. Anyway, forget what I just said. Perez has a very stinky Sector 1, but a good Sector 2. Could that mean that the Red Bulls are running a bit less downforce? Could be. Carlos Sainz across the line. He's gonna not improve. Stays with a 16.8. Sergio Perez doesn't improve. It stays with a 17.2. And this is a weird theme that we are seeing. Drivers are failing to improve on soft tyres, which doesn't make any fucking sense. We can now watch Max Verstappen, who is finally attempting his lap. We have 5 minutes remaining. Ocon isn't on a lap. Neither is... Oh no, Hamilton is on a lap. And again, Hamilton failing to improve in that final sector. Doesn't improve his time. And doesn't go fastest. Not ideal. Gasly improving on his lap at 27 dead through the first sector and a 17.8 through the middle sector. That's good enough pace to put him like P13, P14. But we are seeing the tyres are really falling off in that final sector. Ocon across the line, not Ocon, Gasly, sorry. Gasly across the line improves on his lap time, not position. Verstappen down in the first sector at 26.7. Russell at 26.5 goes fastest of anyone. Verstappen though quickest through sector 2 with 17.4. That sort of confirms that Red Bull are running slightly less downforce, although they're not improving through sector 1, so I don't know. Leclerc 26.6 through the first sector. Verstappen goes 4th fastest on the softs with a 17 dead, but actually improved through the final sector, which we haven't really seen yet. Russell's going to be the next bloke to finish a lap, the fastest sector 1. He is up on Verstappen's time, but only by a couple milliseconds. So let's see. Russell comes across the line in 5, 4, 3, 2. Currently P3. and he stays P3, but does improve his lap time. Well done. Daniel Ricciardo isn't on a lap. What about Ocon? No. Albon? No. Leclerc? Yes. Leclerc on a lap. P5, and he goes! P3 with a 16.8. That means that there is only a 10th split between the top 4 right now, between the Ferraris and the Mercedes. Like I said at the start of the session, Mercedes needing a big session because of how crap their cars looked. And they're doing it right now. Ocon improving through Sector 1, and a 26.9 is actually quite good. Albon not improving, but also does a 26.9. We have 3.5 minutes remaining. Endless practice 3, and then at 5 we have quali. Can't wait. Ocon a 17.6 through the middle sector. Honestly, not awful for the Alpines. He's the only driver on a lap right now, despite having like literally everyone on the fucking track. I want to see another Perez hot lap because I think he can. I think the Red Bulls have a lot in there. They just need to fucking do it, basically. Verstappen on the radio. I don't know why in the high speed I can't go faster compared to the mediums. The tyre move around too much. Never heard that one before. The tyres move too much. Wonder what that means. Does he actually mean the fucking tyres like move? Like left to right? That can't be a good thing. Ocon finally goes in the 1 minute 17. So it's a 1 minute 17.9. Cool. I think Ricciardo's just beginning a lap, as is Stroll and Alonso and Leclerc and Gasly and Sainz and Perez and Tsunoda and Hamilton, all improving. Alonso goes P9 with a 17.3, which is 33 milliseconds away from his teammate, as we have the 2-minute warning. And now we are seeing the final hot laps of this session. Let's fucking go! Come on! Leclerc has given up already, as has Gaza. Through Sector 1, any improvements? Lance Stroll, not on a lap, so we ignore him. Alonso isn't going to be on a lap, he just finished. I believe Perez is on a lap, though. So we'll follow along with him and see how he gets on. Through Sector 1, it's going to be a 26.78, which is an improvement, but about 0.2 away from the fastest time. Sainz, a 26.5. We like that. Magnussen, not on a lap. Hamilton, I think Hamilton is. Hamilton's got to be. And he is, but doesn't improve through Sector 1. Perez through Sector 2, a 17.4. That is about 2 or 3 milliseconds away from the quickest, so basically quickest, if you will. I think Verstappen's also going to give Perez a lovely tow down the main straight. Actually, not really. So Perez around the final corner, the first driver to finish his session. He's P7 right now, and he goes P5 only. A 17 dead. Perez can't get in the 1 minute 16s on the softs. Norris improving through Sector 2. Sainz stays first. It doesn't improve his lap time, but stays P1. Norris across the line. Nope, never mind. He's nowhere fucking near yet. Steady on. Ocon on a lap, but not improving, as is Ricciardo. He's way off it. About 4 tenths back from his best. Verstappen, a 1.5 up on Perez through the first sector. The session is over, but we've still got some laps. Verstappen through the middle sector, it's fastest with a 17.3. Verstappen's on 1. So is fucking Alonso. Alonso cooking up something disgraceful through that middle sector. Stroll also improving through that middle sector. We're 3 tenths back from Max Verstappen. Wow. Alonso is right on pace here. He's only a 10th back from Verstappen. Gasly also improving. Verstappen's coming across the line. He's P6. And he's going to go P1 to end the session. Fuck me. I never thought that would happen. Would you look at that? Lance Stroll, where's he going to go? P8? Stays P8. However, what about Alonso? Alonso's cooking. P9. Alonso goes P6. Not bad. What about Gaza? Gaza across the line. Will he stay last? He improves his lap again and stays last. Charles Leclerc, P4. Charles Leclerc goes P1. Well fucking played. Good shit, Leclerc. Well done. Blimey. Crikey, I wasn't expecting that. He actually didn't improve in Sector 1 or Sector 3 and only improved upon himself in Sector 2. No fastest sectors, but goes fastest by 20 milliseconds. And that is practice 3 done here in Melbourne. Just watch Leclerc come across the line on the Sky broadcast. Here he comes. Boom. So your final finishing order here in Melbourne, Albert Park, Australia, Australasia, the Earth, is going to be Charles Leclerc with a 1 minute 16.7, Verstappen a 1:16.7, Carlos Sainz a 1 minute 16.7, Hamilton a 16.8, Russell a 16.8, Alonso a 17 dead, Perez a 17 dead, Piastri a 17 dead, Stroll a 17.3, Norris 17.5, Tsunoda 17.7, Bottas 17.7, Albon 17.7 on the mediums, Zhou Guanyu a 17.9, Ocon a 17.9, Hulkenberg a 17.9, Magnussen a 17.9, Ricciardo a 17.9, and Gasly with an 18.4. Just point out the gap between Ocon in P15 and Ricciardo in P18 is 43 milliseconds. Fuck me. And only 1/10 between the top 4. Not a bad session. Not bad at all. I enjoyed that. So, I'll be back in 2 hours' time for quali. I hope to be anyway. I might just miss it again, but I'll have a cup of coffee, have some supper, and we'll go from there. So qualifying begins at 5 a.m. BST. Translate that to your own time zones. That's when I'll be back. That is in 2.5 hours. I don't know why it has to be 2.5 hours. Why can't it just be 1.5 hours? But anyway, that's that, I guess. I'll be back then. I hope. I might not. Actually, no, I sort of have to. It's qualifying. I can't miss qualifying. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'll see you then. Thank you to anyone that tuned in. See you later. Bye-bye. See you fucking later, bitch.